Hello. I was in the process of preparing for a video which I want to make about what I see as a new infantilism creeping into our public discourse, from the media to very well-established and, you might say, almost sacred institutions, in fact sacred institutions as well. Yeah. But you don't get much more established than a bank, do you? So when I came upon the Farage bit, which was going to go into the other video, the story seemed so outlandish that I reckoned it needed a piece all to itself. And so that's what I'm doing. But it will be linked to the other video in some way or another. Okay, so let me explain about the Farage fiasco and Coutts Bank. To start with, Coutts is a very posh bank. They'll give you an account only if you have, if you invest £1 million in the bank, or you have £3 million in savings. So when you say you bank with Coutts, you are saying to anyone who's doing business with you that you are on a very sound financial footing. Obviously, there will be some people who will be skating quite close to the edge and might even go below the edge briefly and then come up. But as long as they can make deals which would be reinforced by being based on the fact that you have an account in Coutts, you could probably do much better business than if you were with, for instance, the Yorkshire Bank. More of that in the other video. You bank with Coutts, that gives you a certain status. Coutts is not only very posh, but because of its exclusive clientele, they are also famously tight-lipped about their clients. Until, that is, this week. Until this week, the status of an account holder would have been absolutely sacrosanct. It wouldn't have been disclosed in any sort of public forum, even without the permission of the client. Would the Coutts even tell people that that client was banking with them? And I just read in the morning papers that when asked about their closing of Farage's account, the bank said that it was because Farage had insufficient funds. I don't know whether they were telling the truth or not, quite honestly. I'm just guessing here, but if Farage really had fallen on hard times, would he be advertising that to the entire world by telling them he'd been booted out of Coutts? I mean, would he? That would tell any people doing any deals with him that his finances weren't in a good state. Somehow, I doubt he'd have done that. But then, I don't know, whatever. What I'm thinking about really is how many Coutts account holders are looking at the news in the morning paper and wondering if they're for the push next whenever their investments or savings just go slightly below that limit. Whether Coutts is going to tell the world that they are also the holders of insufficient funds. And that could be exposed because Coutts aren't as tight-lipped as they used to be. I wonder how many of them are going to be rethinking their banking. I've been put in mind of a case around, 20 years ago it must be, when there was a derivatives trader called Nick Leeson, who was working for Barings. I think it was probably in Singapore. He made some unauthorised transaction. Barings, by the way, a very old bank. The Queen banked with Barings. Anyway, he made some wildly speculative trades and put Barings £1.3 billion in debt, and the bank collapsed because of one person. Now, if Coutts lose the trust of their clients, the same thing could happen to them. It's not impossible for a well-established bank to collapse when it resorts to being childish and giving away secrets of its clients. And how's this for irony? When I was doing research into Coutts Bank, I went to their webpage and I found this. All right, well, I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. I'm also on Twitter and Gab, where I'll let you know when I've uploaded new videos. All links are in the description, as are links to donation sites if you choose to use them. But you can really help me simply by clicking like and by sharing this video and by subscribing to my channel and clicking the bell for notifications. Okay, well, till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Granniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.